Alrighty, guys, this is a very special episode. It is the final episode. Welcome to Focus on Neurosis. And of course, we have the geniuses, the mind behind Notis Studios, and the new movie, Neurosis. Of course, I'm Dr. Damon, and
Dr. Donnell Cole.
we're excited to tell you guys about this movie, about this project. But let's get inside the minds of the guys who are behind all of it. So introduce yourselves, guys, and tell us about how Notis Studios even came to be.
Hello, I am Dekoven Riggins, doctor. He's a doctor too.
Sure. And I'm Bachelor Marcus C. Brown, just regular dude.
Go ahead.
Notis Studios. We founded at church. With the two of us at church, feeling the Lord leading us to start such an adventure. And we wasn't sure what we were going to do. We knew it was going to be something in the video, music, editing world of some sorts, weddings, music videos, who knows, commercials, which we've done a little bit of all of that, but made our first short film in 2019, and then started our first feature right after that, and never looked back. Said we're filmmakers, so been doing this for a little over 4 years now, and growing each year.
When they talk about first feature, they mean the first full-length feature film specifically honoring the Tulsa Race Riot and Massacre. So if you guys have heard of Black Wall Street Burning, then you know the movie we're talking about, which is the first of its kind. And if you don't know, then you need to go to Notis Streaming and watch it. Tell us a little bit about Notis Streaming, because you guys have a movie studio, you're creating content, but you also are creating a space for other artists to really showcase.
Yeah, so Notis Streaming is it's a streaming platform available on Roku and Amazon and our website as well currently, and it's just a hub for everything Notis. It's Notis Netflix, so to speak, but also we are adding more creators. The goal is to put Oklahoma on the map, really show what Oklahoma looks like in the cinematic world, that we're really trying to leave a footprint and really try to get a hold on it, so people aren't trying to run to the coast to make movies, but you can do it right here in Oklahoma, because there's a lot of talent here, and we just don't want to see it just spread out everywhere. We want to really grow Oklahoma from the inside out. So that's what Notis Streaming is really about, just really showing the world what Oklahoma has to offer. So if you're a content creator, filmmaker, you're making something, hit us up and let's get you on the streaming.
Absolutely.
And I think that's interesting because you all are even people that have an interest that may not have never performed on this level. You've been able to give them the opportunity. What does that feel like?
That's just became a part of the goal. Even from our first feature, Black Wall Street Burning, we had a cast of 9 actors, all Oklahoma talent, people who have done things here and there, but none of them had gotten an opportunity to be on the big screen. And it's became just a staple, is we want to break as much new talent into the world of acting and performing, and not even just that, but crew side of things as well, getting their opportunity to work on film sets as we can, because again, like Marcus just said, we want people to feel comfortable with staying here to produce their work or to be a part of works, and so we feel like it's been God's hand guiding us to build something that will allow people to be able to do that.
Yeah. So I know we talked about Black Wall Street. What has been the biggest impact that you noticed in terms of that? I remember the feeling I had of being like, man, we in like a major theater with some people that's from the city that took a legendary historic event that I'm surprised nobody ever did anything about, and kind of spearheaded that movement. What is the thing that stood out to you that made you feel like, okay, we really on to something?
I guess the reactions we were getting.
Yeah.
Seeing, for me, the biggest impact, I saw this older Caucasian woman go up and hug this young black girl who was crying.
Wow.
During right when the film was over. And it's just like to see something that we made cause like healing, and we had a premiere in Tulsa, and the head of the Cherokee Nation apologized for Native Americans having slaves and things of that nature. So to see a movie we made that we didn't think was really going to do much of anything.
No.
And it's causing healing. It's causing people to really say how they feel about things. Some people were angry when they saw the movie because they didn't know, and now you see that, and it really gets you angry. But it caused a conversation.
Yeah.
So Black Wall Street really, it put us on a level that we weren't expecting to be on so fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a great segue because you guys spearheaded and really created Black Wall Street Burning as a film. But when we think about Black Wall Street, we think about Tulsa. You guys have all also collaborated and won an Emmy this year. Tell us about that project.
Yeah, I think because we did Black Wall Street Burning, it allowed us to get on others' radars. And so one of the things we did when we had our release of our director's cut, when we had our premiere, we invited some of the Thunder insiders. Marcus was sending emails to everybody, and they reached back out and was like, yeah, we'd love to come. So we gave them tickets to come watch the film, and the music that we produced for that film really got their attention. And so when they started to work on their documentary for their program, Seeds of Greenwood, out in Tulsa, if you're in Tulsa, they created a program for inner city kids in Tulsa, and they built this program in Greenwood, right in smack dab middle of Greenwood, to help impoverished kids get a leg up in society, dealing with robotics and statistics and all these things that have to do with really, whether it be the NBA or Google, Microsoft, whatever, they put them in front of these people. And so they asked us, hey, could you all produce some music for this documentary that we're putting together? And we said, absolutely. And so we commissioned some of our great artists like Dr. Damon over here to be a part of the project. And we were able to make some really great music to fit the atmosphere of the doc. And that doc did win an Emmy this year, which was fantastic.
We want to celebrate that because, you guys didn't start off as filmmakers.
No.
Right? This was not something you even saw in your own future, but yet you're trusting the vision, you're trusting the passion, and you're trusting your faith to carry you to do some amazing things. And, bringing that full circle into literally sitting on this set has just been phenomenal. You guys, if you didn't get the chance to come and see what this looks like and really breathe it in, you really missed something this time. I want to talk about this movie, this set. We're sitting in Tyrell Williams' office.
Yeah.
Tell us about Neurosis.
Neurosis is a thriller, it's a psychological thriller. Tyrell has become a real person to me. Just thinking about him, he's a very real person. And when we think about this movie, we talk about how life stressors can push you. And of course, it's a movie, so we take that, to its furthest extent as much as we can. But really, triggers, things like that could set you off and put you in some tough situations in life. Yeah. And so when we look at this movie, that's the same thing for Tyrell, and he has a lot of decisions to make. And, it takes you on some trips you probably didn't expect to go on. And I think this has been a really challenging project for us from a bunch of different standpoints. We are going to be putting together a doc to...
That's documentary for you guys who don't know the lingo.
It's going to be a doc that will highlight the behind the scenes of the film and some of the processes we took to make this film. And stick around for that.
Yeah, before we go, we got to show them the film, man.
Yeah,
listen, because we got some more insight that you guys are going to want to see about this. But first, let's watch the official trailer for Neurosis.
Tyrell Williams, Chief Financial Officer of Guardian Financial Services, Inc. How may I help you?
Tyrell?
Akeisha? Are you there?
She cannot hear you.
Who is this?
I am going to give you a list of tasks.
Look, Nikki, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, okay? I'm coming
You
back.
will be allotted 12 hours to complete said tasks.
He said he'll kill me if you leave the office.
This is impossible. There's no way I can do all of this by 5 o'clock.
Answer your cell phone. What would you have me tell her?
Tell her I'm cooperating. If I get my hands on you, I'm gonna break every bone in your body.
Save your threats for someone who fears you.
Hey, you need to relax.
No, look, I can't relax, Tay. I got too much to do. Do you have any idea how many security systems I have to hack?
What is going on?
Codes I have to break and then rewrite to get into.
Why can't I go home?
What the hell with that? I'm not doing this.
What are you afraid of?
August Kane.
If the feds look deep enough, they gonna connect Edward Ambrose to our CEO, August Kane. And you know what that means.
You know that. I know that. I am merely a voice.
Just a voice on the phone. Really?
The actions are yours.
All this is on you.
I'm here if you need me.
And stop acting like we're friends, because we're not.
Tick tock, Tyrell.
Just give me a few more seconds.
10 seconds, Tyrell.
Are you watching me?
9,
Keep it together, focus.
8,
What? You working with them?
7,
Stop using Lakeisha like leverage.
6,
No!
5,
Lakeisha!
4,
What did you do?
3,
I'll kill you!
2.
Just know by the end of the day, you'll have what you want. And I will too.
Very good.
What inspired the film?
Well, we were talking, and I talked to Mac Woods, Courtney McLean, our lead actor, the star of the film, and he was talking about he's always being typecast, you know, because he's a strong man, and so he's always a cop or a villain, or he's always, you know, lifting something, doing something. So he's tired of it. He's like, I got range, I could do things. So we were already talking about trying to do like a really difficult film, because all of our films that we make always have substance. They mean something. They're going to try to push the envelope or bring light to something. And when he said that, I came to Dekoven and I was like, why don't we just make a movie in one room, you know, about a guy who's, you know, his wife's kind of kidnapped. And then we started working it out in the conference room here at Notis Studios. And once we got it done, Neurosis was kind of the baby that was there. We brought our writing team together, and our lead writer, Francine Lawson, who wrote the movie, she was like, okay, I'm gonna take it. And she ran with it and wrote this thing, and now we got a movie.
Crazy.
She went on a marathon. This movie, it is such a ride and such an enjoyment to really experience. And not all of the moments are happy and nice, but there's friendship, there is heartache, there is tragedy, there's stress, there is just so much going on, all in Tyrell's experience. And to see that kind of come to life, it was heavy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was pretty heavy.
And I do want to say this to the viewer, to put yourself in a position to where you're carrying an entire movie by yourself, because the camera is always on him, and he had to go through the gambit of emotions. Not only did we push him and the writing pushed him, but he pushed himself. And something that we did that's not usually done is, you know, we allowed him to play off the other actors because he could hear them, as opposed to doing it in post, which is post-production, which is after the film is wrapped. So for him to be able to hear them and play off of them allowed him to really push his performance.
Too many secrets,
No,
man.
I'm not
It's
giving away
coming.
secrets. I'm just saying.
That's
this-
what the doc is for.
I would tell y'all something, but I had to sign a non-DA, you know, NDA.
I'm just saying the man really put in a lot of effort. So when you watch this film, truly observe and just admire, the time, the effort, and the work that went into just being able to pull off a long movie.
And you can see it even in the teaser and the trailer. It seemed like, but that trailer really seems like it's high stress. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of stress, one of the things that you guys really cherish, and you mentioned before, is that like you do things with a purpose. And with this particular project, I've been so excited to really have my hands on creating and building this foundation that is focused on neurosis, because with my guy, Dr. Donnell, and with Modern Manhood Foundation, our mission with this whole project is to give you guys a behind the scenes look, but to also talk about the realities of what stress looks like in our lives. And so with that in mind, we were able to bring in Scenario O'Conger, and she is a counselor, a therapist here in Oklahoma City who did a phenomenal job of joining us on set and bringing us that perspective of her experience. Tell us what it was like kind of having her in that space as it was coming to life.
I mean, it was great to have her see what we're doing, to understand what we're doing, and to get it at a point, because it's a lot different than a lot of people may think. When you talk about this film, it's good to have professionals around. I'll say that without saying too much. And so I really appreciate her perspective on the way that we constructed the film, and to be able to get it once she got to see what we're doing, she really got a chance to get it. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was amazing. So guys, as we kind of wrap up, I want to talk about what it looks like for you, the watchers, our audience, to really get involved with this. One of the biggest parts of this project for us has been to create a community of support when it comes to mental health and wellness. So what we're sharing with is an opportunity for you all to show up with us, to partner with us, to become a producer on the film, to share your brand, your work, your passion, so that we can all create a space for us to point people in the direction. So a part of that looks like at the end of the film, you guys are going to have a documentary that is going to honor mental health and wellness support here in the city, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we want to create a resource for anybody that may be going through some mental health issues that just doesn't know who or where to reach out to. So it is going to be imperative that we get a flood of support from all of you mental health professionals out there to be a part of this documentary, to be a part of this project, so that we can make sure that we have all of the right people under one umbrella, because we're going to create a website and all of that to push people to the right spaces. So if you are going through something, or you know somebody going through something, there's a resource out there that connects all of it together, and that's what we want to try to do.
And coming up in the spring of 2024, after the movie's released, so you can get all the spoilers, we're going to have an amazing panel of therapists and consultants, and of course the cast, crew, so that we can really continue the conversation. So look forward to more from Focus on Neurosis, from Notis Studios, and of course the Modern Manhood Foundation. You want to tell them a little bit about what we've got coming up as we wrap up?
So if you go on to manhoodmasterclass.com, you can be in the know. But we do have our Man Cave meetup coming up beginning of January. Right when everybody have the new you, new me, or new me, new year,
all the
other stuff going on. It's good to have a community that can help you support. So, we're very passionate when it comes to goals and getting in alignment with helping you achieve that which sets your soul on fire. So we definitely have our Man Cave meetup. We're going to have our masterclass, right?
That's right.
If you haven't attended our masterclass, it is a 2-hour interactive masterclass that is designed to help individuals become the ideal aspect of who they are called to become, not just living mediocre, but actually living in tune with what allows you to be an asset in your community and creating the world that we desire to see our kids grow up in. And what else?
Listen, go out, see this movie.
Yeah.
If you miss it in theaters, shame on you. Get to their streaming platform, catch that and all of their work there, and stay connected with us. Visit their website, notisstudios.com, and let's keep creating magic.
Man, go subscribe. This is $3.99. That's ridiculous, first of all.
Come on now.
And I started watching all the old stuff because I had to catch up, y'all. I'm late, so I had to catch up. But it's amazing, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you.
You know, they got a professional eye, so they just like, I could have did that better. I don't have a professional eye. I'm like, this looks amazing, bro. So,
Thank you.
kudos, man.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all, go subscribe. It's cheaper than a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
I love it. So this is us signing off on the final episode of Focus on Neurosis. We'll see you guys.